Hello everyone, this is Sheldon from Shell Rock Art. Welcome to my channel. I got my dear wife next to me. She's keeping me some company, and that's going to be a wonderful thing because I'm going to do some blooms on these little hexagons. I got 3 different sizes, and I'm just happy to do so. And I love my violets. It's gonna be a pretty cool color bloom this time. Not rainbow, but cool colors. So I'm gonna use mainly magenta, Boysenberry, Aqua, and then some interference colors with some black cell activator. Okay? So let's see if we can get started. So I will do like I always do, pillow paint first. And I'll give that a slight spin. Let's spread it out some. Do a little bit more on this side. I know I'm gonna have enough to spin off. Sometimes you just want to put it on there for that insurance policy. So, tilt it this way a little bit. Just kind of balance it out some. Good. All right, so I'm going to be drizzling this on, so it's not going to take everything over. So, sort of a messy pour. So there's that magenta. Actually, it's called Tempted Tulip, but it looks very magenta, but it looks like magenta, but it's very sparkly. It's a pigment from Color Art. So I have that. Then I have blue interference with green sparkle. I just love the way this stuff comes out after you resin it. You got those multiple colored shimmer when the light hits it at different angles. This is green interference with violet sparkle. And this is a violet interference with blue sparkle. So all those colors I want to come up. It's funny that, you see bubbles like this in here. I don't really worry about them too much here in this stage, because when I blow them out, the bubbles tend to pop anyway, whether I like it or not. The bubbles tend to continue to pop up. Okay. And I got some Boysenberry. And as a nice, now all these colors are pretty much transparent. I do like to have an opaque color. Either right before my cell activator or right before a tube paint that's before my cell activator. But I want to keep my opaque color that's light up toward the top as opposed to one of the bottom layers. I like it as a top layer. And so this one is going to be an aqua blue. And that's going to be here. And that's going to kind of give me a nice, it'll give nice little aqua blue borders to some of the darker cells. And before I put the cell activator on, I am going to pop that just in case. That's good. All right. And I'm gonna put my black cell activator down. And blow it up. Lots of quick lacing in here. That's some of that began to collect. And I'm gonna blow my straw inside of here, see what kind of cells I can wake up in the middle of all this black. All right, so I grabbed the toothpick and I'm going to put some little swirlies in there. Because some parts, you know, when you blow it, it goes in different directions. And so sometimes these little curvy little areas, it creates these little points. I like to swirl them out. If I could just leave this like this, I'd be so happy. But it's a lot of paint on here. I have to tilt it off or spin it off. So when you have a lot of paint on here, you don't want to spin fast. So you spin slow first, because a lot of paint will come off. And you're not jerking the paint around. Now you see how this is off center, the actual puddle thing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that to the center so that it spreads out evenly. You see how now it's in the middle spinning? It's not so much about the center of your canvas, but the center of your puddles, where it's centered on your spinning. It makes a great difference. And you slow it down very slowly. And another spin. All right, so let me set me some cups up here for it to dry, and I'll hold this up closer to the camera before I put the next hexagon down. grab them from the corners and not drop them. Oh. All right, so there you have it right there, folks. I will give it another close-up once I have all of them done. Okay, so number 2. This may be a long video. I didn't want it to be, but I really don't know how much time YouTube gives me on these. I never paid attention. But I've seen videos that lasted a whole lot longer than this. So between mixing videos and testing videos and all the other stuff, yeah, I've seen videos that last a whole lot longer than this one. I'm not overly stressed. All right. But between looking for things and doing some trimming, we'll be able to still cut the video short when I edit some of these parts out. So again, a light little drizzle, and I'm making the part smaller because I got a smaller canvas. And I have my paints lined up to make it easier for me, so I know exactly which order I put them in. Because I want these to match. Okay, got these interference colors. And I love these because even though you don't really see them, I guess when they dry and I resin them, it's really going to show up. And between all that lacing and stuff. That Boysenberry is rich. It's like one of my favorite colors. I'm in the purple already, but this one is like a rich purple. And then the contrast with this aqua. Oh yeah. Cell activator. Blow her up. Right. Straw it, and also I'm gonna swirl these. So first the straw. Okay, good. and the swirlies. All right, again, we're gonna spin this out. We're gonna have some more flower cells in there. Oh, I'm loving this too. So let me go slow, and then I'll speed up as more of the paint comes off. So if you got a lot of paint on the canvas, you spin slow to let it begin to widen up. Lips like sugar. Look, I see a little spot. It's like a little point right here. I'm gonna pull that out. Let's get a little curl on it. All right, that's number 2. Okay, and then I got one more. Yes, this is a very satisfying video. Actually, what I'm going to do is use that same palette. I gotta remember what I did, but I'm gonna use the same palette when I make my next jewelry box. I just love the way that looks. I do want to grab some of those trivet boxes. I haven't got a chance to get those yet. I'm in Maryland, and I was helped to find out where I can find them. So that was a wonderful thing. Just hadn't got a chance to get them yet. All right. Again, tempting tulip. I do this right in relation to the size of the canvas. Me personally, I like to have it cover, I say 1/3 or almost 1/3. Like maybe a little less than 1/3, but you divide it in 3s. And you have this spot right here in the middle. Should cover about that much. So all your colors can get all the way to the edge. When you blow it out and you spin it out. You don't want to put too much color in there. I like to have a little bit of the pillow kind of like glow through, but not necessarily blow too hard to where I have nothing but pillow, but I still want the color on there. But when the color is very thin, and then it kind of shows through. And it mostly happens when you have a transparent color over it. And that transparency comes through. And you get those light rings on your cells when you have an opaque color like this. I could have put an opaque yellow on here, and I know many would think that, oh, it's going to turn muddy because yellow and purple doesn't go together. However, what I found that is if you put it right on top and don't blow too much, you just do a quick blow, it doesn't have a whole lot of time to mix, and the cell activator really helps it stay separate. That's just my thoughts. Now this right here was part of a little bit of the black cell activator that dripped. And it dripped on here. You have this little mess of lacing. That's going to spin off. Get some more cells like that. This general area up here. Keep everything consistent. Put some swirls in this one too. All right. Now all the paint collected back together in the middle. I still got some nice multicolored cells there. And the design is in the middle. So let's spin it. Smaller canvas, less paint, I can spin a little bit faster and still keep the integrity of my cells. Now spinning it first made it easier for me to keep all that design as much as I can on the canvas without losing all that prettiness that I probably would have lost if I had a thicker pillow. Now I did make a boo-boo. I'm gonna fix that real quick. As I was pointing up to it, a little paint that was on my finger actually dripped on. And my wife always says, Sheldon, you gotta be careful of doing that because one of these days you're gonna drip it on there. And this was the day. That is your voice. The It's one of those sweet voices that is very commanding at the same time. So yes, that is your voice. Oh yeah. That is beautiful. So, let me rinse my hands off and I will bring you down for a better look. So, I'm gonna turn the camera off for now, rinse my hands off and come back. All right, folks. Well, I'm back. And these are the wet results. Look at how some of these cells turned out. Nice lacing up here. I still got my swirls nice and even and not crooked and shaped funny. They just elongated, but they're not all wrinkly and things like that. And that's because I spun slowly. So that's the first one. Then coming to the second one, same thing. Now this has less white than this. And then this has less white than the other ones because it's a smaller one. And look at that little pink, little sparkly. I gotta show that right there. I love the way that turned out in that little section right there. All right, that's how that turned out. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. But for now, happy pouring and have a good evening. Bye-bye.